Hello everyone, my name is Joseph and I am Mr. Musette. If you are new to my channel, I am a full-time illustrator and in my free time I create art and illustration related videos here on YouTube. If you enjoy my art, feel free to subscribe and click the notification bell to be notified every time I upload a new video. If you are not familiar with my illustrations, I really like to approach some fantasy themes and also explore more some different traditions and cultures in my illustrations. I am from Romania, and if you don't know, here we have all the 4 seasons and each season is beautiful on its own. So since March it's the beginning of the spring, I really was in the mood to create something for this season. So I went with the idea to create a fantasy character which represents the spring. Even if in the past I already approached this theme and I drew the spring as a character multiple times, I wanted to approach the theme again in different way. So I sketch out this character on a watercolor paper which has this crown of branches rich in blossoms, and I wanted to include in the drawing several birds which returns to the country with the arrival of the spring. The sketch was made off camera because when it comes to sketching it takes me a lot of time and I wanted to take my time and don't have the pressure that I am filming and in the meantime I am sketching. So after the sketch was finished and I was pleased with all the details, I took out my Staedtler pigment liners and I started to make the line art. As you might know, these pigment liners are waterproof and they are light fast as well. So I can work first on the line art without having any problem after that using watercolors or colored pencils, because the line will show up under the paint. And I already knew that I will want to use watercolors for this illustration. And the watercolor being a transparent medium, I knew that the line will show up underneath the watercolor layers. The watercolors which I use in this video are the White Nights watercolors, which are artist grade, so I can sell at the end the illustration if I decide to do so. While I was drawing all those small flowers, I was starting to regret the decision to go with this concept, and while I was drawing I was thinking that this will take a lot of time, not only for the line art but for the coloring as well. But you will see at the end that worth all the work I put in this illustration. Because at the end I am happy with the end result and I am curious what do you think about the final results as well. As colors I went with all this spring pastelish color scheme, and while I was painting I was thinking that maybe the end result will be too girly, using all those pinks and purples, because you will see at one point that I decided to go with purple for the birds. I am not that artist who is planning in advance the color scheme for any illustration. I have a main idea at the beginning what colors I want to use, but in general the colors of some elements are changing while I am painting. And this is the beauty of this process, that I leave everything to my intuition as an artist, and most of the time the result is better than I would have expected at the beginning. And that's why I like to create, because I can always surprise myself with what I can create, starting from an idea and with a white sheet of paper. In the last step of creating this illustration, I was thinking at first to leave the space between the branches the white of the paper, but at the end I was thinking that it's too blank and maybe I should add a color in that space as well. So to be safe and don't ruin the end results, I went with the most safe idea and I painted that part with black watercolor ink to make the illustration pop up more on the page, and I am happy with this decision. Hope you liked the end result and you enjoyed my process. And if you are an art person, you can feel free to make your own interpretation of this spring character, and you can tag me on any social media because I am curious how you approach this theme. Thank you for watching, and if you like this video, don't forget to give it a like. Be sure to be subscribed for future videos. And until next time, do not forget, life is a song, illustrate it.